Bam! Welcome back! Shabam! Welcome back, guys! This is History of Digimon Season 1, Episode 7. This will be about Episode 6.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon into champions. Digimon into ultimate. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon.
Of Season 1. Okay, so before I start this one off, I just want to... This episode actually starts off with a little narration, so I want to just say... But first I want to say thank you for your support with me so far. It means a lot. Okay, now, basically what happens is... This episode starts off with a little narration from Mimi's character. She's like...
Of all the strange things that happened to us on Digimon Island, I never expected to find a secret admirer in the sewer.
Okay, everybody, let's sing the song that Agumon wrote for us.
Digimon eat and Digimon fight. Digimon digivolve and fight all night.
Singing sure is fun.
Now let's try some solo performances, starting with Mimi.
Mimi?
Mimi?
Mimi? Singing Mercy.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
Avoid.
And then Joe's like, avoiding your drone. And then then Mimi's like, hey, come on, I had singing lessons for 3 years. And then TK's like, oh, you did? Did it help? And basically, and then Izzy makes a little bit of a joke. He's like, maybe you should get a refund. That's what I think. And basically what happens is Tai, sort of thinks that they should all sing as a group, and Tai's telling them that it's okay. So they all start singing and walking. And
Digimon fight and Digimon fly. Digimon digivolve and
and then after that, Sora freaks out a bit, and they stop. And then Tai's wondering if she's alright, and Matt's asking her what the problem is, and then she's explaining that the water fell from where she was, and then Izzy's being a little sarcastic. He's like, that made you scream? And then she's like, yeah, no. And what happens after that is she's explaining that, before I say this part, I just want to say this episode is the first episode where they start to get a little homesick. I just wanted to mention that really quickly. And so basically Sora's explaining that she used to sing at home, and that she used to sing all the time when she was doing her chores, especially when she hung her clothes up to dry. She'd sing really loud because no one could hear her then. Then Agumon's telling her that
It's okay to miss your home, Sora. What do you miss, Tai?
I miss playing sports, then taking a nice hot bath.
Games. My games. I wasn't far from beating Matt on my video games.
Beating me, TK? Gee, I don't think so. Maybe in your dreams, kiddo.
So you don't miss anything from home, Matt?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, I've been dreaming about Sunday, when Mom grilled us steaks. Makes my mouth water.
I miss doing my homework. If I fall too far behind, I might have to go to a junior college.
I don't miss school. But I do miss going on vacation. Nothing beats having a cool drink on a summer day at the beach. I just love the ocean air. Well, wait, that sounds like fun, Mimi. It is.
Get a grip. I miss accessing satellites to look at the stars and planets.
They really do come from another world.
That is why they are depressed.
Poor kids.
Quiet. Listen, everyone.
Hey, look.
Numemon?
They're really disgusting Digimon who live down here in the sewers.
That's gross.
And so are they.
Are they really strong?
No, they're weak but smelly. Just wait till they get closer.
Then what do you say we leave? Or am I the only one who doesn't want to get stomped by stinky sewer dwellers?
Ah.
And there's so many of them. Hurry, run!
And then in the next scene, what happens after that is, well, in the next scene, Ty's saying to Agumon, if they're not strong, why do we have to run from them? And then Agumon is explaining that they'll see why, so they keep running and running. And then one of the Numamons spits out this like purple like sludge, like a thing that looks like poop or something. And then in Mimi's narration, when the Numamon show up, she's like, these sewer-dwelling Numamon were totally hygiene deficient. They love throwing Noom sludge at you, and they have bad breath too. So after that narration scene, they keep running and running and running and running, and then one of the Noom sludge hits the wall, and then they keep running again. And after that, TK spots a tunnel way for an exit. He's like, "Hey, this away!"
This away.
When the Numamon get close to them, they retreat. Now I should explain that. The Numamon like being in dark places, so they hate the sunshine. And then after that, there's another narration scene from Mimi again. She's like, "Thank goodness, we finally escaped those Numamons once we got outside." And then she's like, we didn't, and in the rest of her narration before she started talking again, we didn't see anything else for miles until we saw the strangest thing. And what happens is they start going to where some vending machines are, and then she's wondering, Mimi's wondering if there's enough snacks in those vending machines to last a lifetime at least. And then Ty is making a small reference back to my video about episode 2. So, he's explaining that, Mimi, they probably don't work. Don't you remember the phone booths? And then Palmon's kind of agreeing with Ty on that. She's like, hey, that could be. I bet it's a trick, Mimi. And then basically what happens is, even though she hears Palmon, she starts running to the vending machines. And then Joe's shouting at her. He's like,
Even if they're real, you know they're not plugged in.
Mimi, you can't stop her. She's so stubborn.
Yay, soda! You want one?
No, I don't.
You don't have to bite my head off.
Cutie pie.
It's their leader.
Their leader? He couldn't lead a pack of show poodles even with his doggy breath.
Hey, let me take you out on a date.
I think he likes you.
it's gotta be the hat. And then Mimi's like, what are you thinking? And then she makes a little random, like, insult. She's like, I wouldn't go near that short, slimy, sewer-sliding sludge slinger. And then Palmon's like, Mimi, you'll make him mad. And then what happens after that is she says, who cares? Besides, we're safe from the sunlight. But then she looks up and she sees the clouds, and they're like, uh-oh. And then Mimi's like, we were. And then the Numamon leader gets mad. He's like, how dare you call me short? The date's off. And then what happens after that is he flings some sludge at them, and Palmon's like, not again. And then they start running, and then the Numamon leader, he says party time, and then all the lids on the vending machines fall out to reveal more Numamons.
Party time!
How did they get here?
Who cares? Run, run!
And then what happens after that is they're all running, and then Matt decides to that they should split up, and while the Numemon are chasing Mimi and Palmon and stuff, the leader is throwing sludge at Mimi. He's like, Heartbreaker, and then Choker, and then after that, Palmon tries to use her Poison Ivy attack, and then but the Numemon gets scared and run away, and Palmon and Mimi thinks that Palmon scared them off, but then Palmon's like, but Mimi, I didn't do anything, why'd they run? And then there's this giant teddy bear thing coming up upon them.
It's Monzimon!
There are two versions of Monzimon that will show up in the first series. The first is in this episode I'm talking about, and the other is in the Dark Master Saga.
Come visit us at Toy Town.
Monzimon looked like a cute big old teddy bear, but he wasn't very cuddly. Palmon, is he a Digimon too?
Yes, he's in charge of a special place called Toy Town. Toy Town is a place where he takes care of all the abandoned Digimon toys, and those toys love him.
Well, he looks harmless.
He always has been.
I must say, so pleased to make your acquaintance.
Acquaintance? He's attacking us!
You think?
Please come spend a fun day at Toy Town with me! Why are you running? Did I startle you? Sorry!
Something's wrong! He's never acted like this!
He is now!
Come here, Cookie! I'll protect you!
And he said that he'll protect them, and she doesn't want to, but Palmon thinks on second thought that it should. And then it switches back to Monzimon for a brief second. He's like, how about a kicky game of soccer, you two? And then what happens after that is, after Monzimon goes into Toy Town, Mimi's like, he's gone. And then Palmon's like, something bad must have happened in Toy Town. And then the Numemon leader's like, since I saved you, lady, now would you go out with me, huh? And then she's like, no. And then they start, and then Palmon, then Mimi is telling Palmon that they should go to Toy Town, and what happens after that is the Numemon leader said that she's so feisty and want a girl and stuff, and then when they go into Toy Town, Palmon's like, there it is, Mimi, Toy Town!
There it is, Mimi, Toy Town!
Wow, it really looks beautiful. Kinda like a big amusement park. It doesn't look like anyone's here.
Something's not right here.
Oh boy, this is fun. This is really fun.
Ty?
Boy, I'm really having a lot of fun now. Fun, fun, this is fun.
That doesn't look like a lot of fun.
This is so exciting. This is really exciting.
Just what's going on here?
Oh, joy. What a delightful activity. This activity is really delightful.
Hey, Izzy doesn't talk like that.
No.
Boy, oh boy, is this really great or what?
This really rocks! Forget books! This really rocks!
Ha ha! You can't catch me! You can't catch me! You can't catch me! You can't catch me! Ha ha ha!
That's weird. Everybody sounds like a bunch of zombies.
After that, they walk away from where they are, and Mimi's like, oh well, they always were a little weird. And what happens after that is, Palmon's explaining that she wishes she knew what was going on and in Toy Town because it's kind of creepy. So what happens is after that, there's some noise which has to do with a treadlock chest, and in the next scene, Palmon and Mimi go inside the building where the chest is, and then they find out that Agumon and all the other Digimon partners are locked inside the chest.
Agumon
that you?
Yes.
Are all our other Digimon in there with you, Agumon?
Yes, we're all in here.
What happened?
We were running from the Numamon. Then Monzimon came along.
Have fun with me at Toy Town!
Run! We tried to fight back. Pepper breath! It's no use. My flame's not working. Run!
Heart attack! Those two!
And they tell them what happened, and then Mimi's like, thinking back, you're right. The toys have been playing with them. And like, she's like, thinking back, you're right. And then she has a flashback to all the other things with the other kids, and she's like, the toys have been playing with them. And then Palmon is explaining, like, she's asking Agumon, Agu, tell us, what changed Monzimon? And then he's like, we don't know. And then what happens is, Mimi's wondering if they can get out of the box and help, but Agumon is explaining that they can't because they're locked inside of there, and Gabumon is explaining that it's up to them now, that they should be the heroes this time. And what happens is, after that, Palmon is wondering what he means by that, and then Beomon is explaining that they must defeat Monzimon. And what happens is, Mimi's like a little sarcastic. She's like, "You're kidding." And then Agumon is explaining that Gabumon was right about what he said, because they can't get free until they say, because the other Digimon can't get free until Mimi and Palmon save the others. And then Palmon is explaining like they have to do this, and Mimi's wondering if they really have to. And then what happens is after that. And Palmon is a little upset. She's like, I have to tell you, this isn't good. Monzimon's hearts aren't supposed to attack, only give heart hugs, which give people such a good feeling that it makes them want to help others. And then what happens after that is TK comes flying, goes running in with the copter chasing him. And then what happens is Mimi's like, this is so ridiculous. And then what happens is the cymbal clanging chimp shows up and he keeps making that noise. And then Mimi's like, stop that noise right now.
Stop that noise right now.
It's such a happy day in Toy Town!
Oh, Monzimon!
You'll like these! Everyone likes the balloons!
Hey, Yeti Teddy! Whatever you've done to my friends, fix it now! Or you'll be in big trouble! You understand me? This isn't funny! I'm being chased by a giant stuffed bear!
No, don't run away from Toy Town!
I'll save you, honey!
Come on, you turn him down and he still helps.
Well, Palmon, what can I say? When you've got it, you've got it! Oh no, I don't think the Numasludge is working.
Gotcha!
I can't let them fight alone.
Palmon, be careful!
Take this!
Poison Ivy!
Palmon, please talk to me!
My Poison Ivy's not strong enough.
Heart attack!
Palmon!
Time to take it to the next level. I may be a lady, but I am not a pushover. Time to show this Digimon some manners! Palmon Digiball 2!
You're going down, big boy! You wanna dance with me? Digimon needle spray!
And that expunges a black gear that comes out of them. And basically she turns back into Palmon, and then Mimi runs over to her. She's like, Palmon, you're fabulous! And then Palmon's like, my skin is bruised. And then there's one final scene where Mimi's narrating. She's like, after everyone was freed from the spell and the trunk, Monzamon told us what really happened. And then Monzamon is explaining that usually when kids get tired of their toys, they just abandon them and throw them away. So he created a home for the abandoned toys. And he also explains that he found a way to make the toys more important to their owners. And he found a way to let their owners walk in their shoes, basically. And then Mimi's like, how? By turning kids into zombies? And then Joe's like, I don't think he really intended to do that, Mimi. And then Monzamon is explaining that Joe's right, and he's apologizing for it. And then he's also explaining that an evil feeling came over him. Now this is the episode of the Black Gear Saga is significant for Ty's character. It's the very first episode where he takes the whole Black Gear thing a little personally, because they cause a lot of trouble before they disappear and stuff. And then Monzamon says by thanking them by blowing his hearts at them the real good way, and they float into the air.
This is my gift to you! Heart attack! With a hug!
And that's kind of basically where the episode ends. And so if you guys like this video on YouTube, just give it the best you can. And thanks a lot. See you guys next time. Keep it real.